Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Superstar PartyPlex at 12 FPS. My name is Zen, and today I will be playing Cici the Ice Cream Clown. And with me today we have the other two clowns, or at least their players.
Hey, I'm MJ, and I play the clown known as Harlequinette.
Hi, I'm Doll, and I play the last clown to complete this trio, Jackie.
Hee. Alright. Uh, well, it's a fairly normal day at the PartyPlex, which means that Cici is, as always, in the ice cream parlor inside the bowling alley, uh, scooping and serving ice cream and tidying up and all that stuff. Food service. Yeah. I'm gonna roll her a deception to see how good of a job she's hiding how much she hates her job today. It's a 22. As far as anyone can tell, she is doing just fine. She's fine with this.
I don't know why, but my immediate thought is that the other two clowns are entering via the vents, and if Harlequinette is leading, they have like a pair of binoculars, like they're doing spy shit.
The other clowns can roll insight
Yes,
if they want.
absolutely.
Yes, insight.
Get my dice. I got a
13.
20.
Oh boy. Oh. And with a 13 for Harlequinette, neither of those quite manages to see through. As far as the other clowns can tell, Cici is handling this fine. She's doing fine today.
Well, still, it's nice to
Her day
visit
could
a
be made
friend.
even better with company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Think. Do you want to roll perception for CC?
Sure. That's a 10.
Okay, you don't notice the other two clowns sharing a pair of binoculars, like crammed in a vent together. But you might notice, Harley Quinn descend to the floor and walk over to the counter like a normal person.
Yeah, and Jackie like coming out from behind them after a few seconds.
uh, Cici watches Harlequinette walk up and then looks up at the open vent in the ceiling and is like, I mean, you know there is a door here, right?
Yes, but the vents are just so much more convenient.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, what can I do for
It's
you
not as fun as
guys?
the slide into the daycare, but it works.
Uh, poor doll's Wi-Fi, the delay.
Mm-hmm. That delay is killer.
I'm
Delay is
strangling my
killer.
Wi-Fi.
Strangling it, hitting it with hammers. That will surely make it better.
I can say uh the line again. Um.
You wouldn't mind. It was sort of like enough overlap on my end that I was having trouble.
Mm-hmm. So Cece is like, what can I do for you guys today?
It it's more about what we're going to do for you today.
Precisely.
What does that mean?
Well, we were talking and we thought And like they do jazz hands. Why not help Cici at the ice cream parlor?
Hmm. Do you want to roll perception or insight?
I'll roll perception.
Yay. Yeah.
Jackie can roll as well. Ooh boy.
27.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm doing.
For a creature that can sniff emotions, Harley
I got a
Quinette is way better
16.
than at just looking at people.
Looking at people with those big old eyes. Well, Harlequinette's definitely gonna get this, but I'm gonna roll to see if Jackie does as well. Yep. Uh, both of you see Cici looks a little puzzled and kind of mutters under her breath, what is there like a company wide announcement for this? Why are people trying to help me all of a sudden? Uh and
The
then
Quinette ling. Oh,
oop,
finish your thought.
uh she was gonna look back up at the other clowns and be like, I mean, thanks for the offer, but things are going pretty okay at the moment.
Well, I think like Harley Quinette like leans in a little bit, and they look a little bit put out. Like, well, uh, it's not about just helping you. It's sort of about hanging out with you, as friends.
Uh, oh, okay.
I think Jackie will like dramatically lean against the counter and go, "We miss hanging out with you. We're always so busy. It's no fair."
Harley Quinette nods at that.
Yeah, it's been a little while, huh? I
Far too
mean,
long, it feels like.
mhm. I guess I wouldn't say no to you guys hanging out here.
Jackie throws her hands up in a silent cheer of victory.
Harley Quinette just like steps over the counter to be on the worker side now. And I mean just steps. It doesn't crawl, it
Yeah!
just steps.
With those long, long legs.
Long, long legs.
Yeah. Uh, I think Jackie just kind of throws herself over in a skittery way.
The elegant step versus the skitter.
Hmm.
Actually, I'm not sure if there's anything elegant
Yeah.
about Harley Quinnette's step. It has to be an exaggerated enough step to get over a counter, even with their long legs. So it's probably more comical.
Mhm. Big high water step.
Yeah,
Doing the squash and stretch tune thing.
yeah. Feel like I never stressed this enough, but Harley Quinette is rubber hose. They're probably very squashy and stretchy.
Ooh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, just one of those factoids about them that's never really mentioned.
Mhm.
The
I
Jackie brain in me is just mildly wondering how far you could stretch the clown.
they're so long already.
I think it would be a real question of like how wide could you stretch like if you grabbed Harley Quinnette's mask and stretched width-wise,
Mm.
how far could you get with that?
And what sort of horrifying face would you see underneath when you finally reached the limit? I don't know. I feel like I should have them do some ice cream things now, but I don't know what.
Roll the ice cream.
Roll the ice cream.
Roll the ice cream.
Do either of our audience members want to make a cameo and come
I,
get
I
ice
do
cream?
I do think before anyone does any ice creaming, Jackie does go back to grab some aprons and stuff and puts one on and gives one to Quinn. Cause you gotta look professional and also stay clean. That is
I
important.
imagine any apron on Quinn will just be like comically short looking.
No, consider. She stretches the apron out in a tune gag to give it to you.
Alright, that's step one settled, I guess. Do either of you know anything about working the ice cream counter? That's probably not a good question. Of course not.
I mean, it can't be that difficult, right? You just take an order, you scoop out the amount of ice cream, and then you put on the toppings they want, right?
Yeah, that's definitely all there is to it. Cici says in a not very convincing
I think
lie.
I think Jackie I think Jackie, who has experience dealing with entitled parents and screaming little kids, just flings an arm over Quinn's shoulder and is like, Quinn, my friend, you've got to be prepared for the mental warfare that comes with serving customers like this.
I mean, I work in the prize corner. I deal with customers. It's mostly though just monetary transactions of tickets with the kids, but I mean, what's the difference between giving a kid a plushie versus ice cream? They're both gonna make them
Heal
happy.
yourself.
The ice cream is a lot
Holly
stickier.
Quinette has never had to deal with a Karen.
Cici says, the ice cream is a lot stickier.
Well, that's what the spoons are for, right?
You would think.
Jackie looks at Quinn with such pity. She knows what it's like to deal with grubby little hands and things flying everywhere from kids tossing food and such. Such is the life of a daycare worker.
Like, one expects that at the daycare, but at the ice cream parlor, surely everyone's behaving themselves, right? Surely there's no kids flinging about ice cream.
I feel like if Quinn looks over the counter, there's like a kid
I,
standing up on the
I
seat
love
of the booth holding an ice cream cone that is dripping over their entire hand and onto the floor.
Quinn just silently looks at that and then
I
back at
love the
the others.
implications that the two clowns went into this with Quinn not I, sorry for my delay. I love the implication that Quinn went into this not knowing the horrors they were facing. Jackie went into this knowing full well the horrors and did it anyway because it's for Cici.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah.
Jackie knows what little gremlins kids can be.
And Harley Quinette knows, but did not think to apply that to the ice cream parlor.
Surely every child is well behaved when receiving a sugary, messy treat.
It is so funny to me that I think Quinn and their siblings were like surprisingly well behaved children given how they are in adult life. Quinn. It's just that's Quinn's baseline assumption that, oh, when you're having ice cream, clearly everyone would be like behaved.
Mhm. Sitting down, using a spoon, using a napkin. Ugh. I feel like there should be a customer, but also head empty, I don't know what to do for a customer.
Get out like a bandit stat sheet and use that for a Karen.
Audience, does anyone want to save us?
The stats is the least important part here. The
Yeah,
personality.
the personality.
And I
So,
can't
yeah,
just
looking
pull
for
someone random from Wellspring
Audience,
because
does
that's
anyone want to come
canonically here.
play?
anyone wants to join us, feel free. But also, I saw Crow say Otto is screaming somewhere. It's somewhere screaming, and like, yeah, yeah. Otto probably like I feel like has been established as being at the bowling area and ice cream part. Like, Otto is assigned here pretty frequently, so they probably are just like also dealing with ice cream horrors.
Pengu, those are wonderful options, in my opinion.
I'm sorry.
At least
Imagine if
the
the
child
glob
is.
came to get ice cream.
No,
Just
my
with the glob.
uh, my thought was like, yeah, H wouldn't be
I
unattended, but
think the
H could be
Kestra
here
one
with
could also be
Trick.
funny because then it. Yeah. Like, the child and the bird could both be really funny options to me.
Extra come for ice cream is the thing.
And there's also
The
Ezra.
struggle.
You could just help us by being random NPC.
Yeah, you don't have to play your own character, just play a random child.
One of the spooky boys
Come
comes to the
cause
PartyPlex for ice
distress.
cream.
They are banned, remember?
They're
Spooky boys
banned.
are banned.
But this is also Toon Kind, so who's to say one didn't grow a mustache and is now unidentifiable? Mustache and glasses.
Gary. This is the Gary comment.
Gary. Fucking Gary get
Every
ice cream
night.
on their break.
Oh, I'm
I
so
think Quinn would
exhausted.
well know Gary, at least just from hearing about them. There's
You know,
Pat you,
Fish, you can
Pengu.
help with by cameoing. We were just given the option.
I can try making up
So yeah, Crows,
a
if you want
random
to
child.
do something.
I'm just imagining, like what would be the funniest thing to deal with first? Or actually, maybe start small with a regular child and then work up to like something funnier.
Yeah, we'll start with like a very polite little kid wearing like a Partyplex band t-shirt walking up holding their mom's hand, like looking up at the clowns with like a sweet little face, and the mom being like, go on, sweetie, tell them what you want. The kid is not actually saying anything. Clowns do something.
Let's do something. I think Quinn kind of bends over the
Okay.
counter and is like, "Hello."
Like getting right in the kid's face.
No, not like right in the kids, but just kind of like bending maybe
I
a
I
little bit too far over the counter.
I think if Quinn gets anywhere near too close for personal bubble, because Jackie knows how that looks, she would slightly pull them back by one of their hat tails.
Oh,
I
which
don't
is
think Quinn is breaking personal bubble. I think it's just that they're applying the same body language they use when they're in like the present box in the prize corner, which is
mm-hmm.
supposed to be like leaning in to talk to a kid about what they want. So it's like
Yeah. Unfortunately, this kid does not look comfortable with being leaned into and kind of like hides behind their mom's leg.
Quinn picks up on that immediately and backs off.
Mm.
Dragged back over the counter by Jackie.
Yeah.
If they're backing off naturally and Jackie's also grabbing their hat, just imagine if the combined momentum just sends them like flinging out of sight onto the floor.
I mean, that's a good way to get a kid to laugh. Slapstick comedy.
Slapstick comedy. We could roll performance to see if we unscare the child.
hmm Yeah.
We could.
hmm I'm just rolling a d20, and that d20 is how well is the child taking this? And that was a nat 20. So I think the child does start laughing at this and comes back out from behind their mom's leg.
Probably will let one of the others take
Well,
care of
that's
this
great
one.
because I rolled a 23 on performance.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, I think Jackie can take over this one with that higher roll.
hmm What's she gonna do?
Yeah, so I think she would know that kids like it when you're a little bit exaggerating and silly. So she'd be like, "So, what flavor do you want?" And then start like naming all of the flavors and pointing at them, but in a silly tone and like just making a little show of it for the kid.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel like Jackie gets to the end of listing out all the ice cream flavors, and then the kid is very quietly like, "Can I please have a Razzie Sundae?"
Of course you can. We'll rip that right up.
Harlequinette from the floor goes, "How do we make a Razzie Sunday? Is that just like a flavor, or is it an actual Sunday?" And it's like they're whispering this up towards CC.
It's an actual Sunday. Fuck, I think we've had this discussion with Vivi, but I can't remember. It's probably blue
We can
raspberry
say
ice
C-
cream.
yeah, we can just say that CC perfectly recalls whatever the ingredients are.
Yeah, it's like you gotta get
Yeah.
the right kind of ice
And
cream,
also,
a bunch of toppings, and then the toppings have to be arranged to look like Razzie's face. And basically, I think like CC points to a poster on the back wall that's got like the Sundays of the main band characters, and is like, so it's gotta look like that.
I see.
yeah, I mean, probably like in the kitchen in the back or whatever area there is for the staff like only to look at. There's probably a little book describing how you make certain things for like newcomers or people who aren't fully immersed in the ice cream thing.
Well, in theory, But this whole place is run by the one
In
robot.
theory. Yeah.
It's like a manual made
You could
before they
it
decided
could
just to.
feel
Yeah.
really dusty.
Mhm.
It's really, really dusty just in the corner.
Yeah.
The
There
ancient
probably
ice
is.
cream tome.
All right. So everyone helping assemble the sundae. Do you want to roll sleight of hand?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
18.
17.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good. I'll roll for Cici just in case. But she's kind of content to let you guys sit back and do it and just help out a little. Yeah, 22. Between the three of you, you wind up with a very spot on looking Razzie Sunday.
Like all the clowns are
It's
good
got the
at their.
sparkle.
Yeah, it has the sparkle. Harlequinette's good at decorations. Uh, Jackie's good at arts and crafts, and of course Cece's good at Sunday. So why wouldn't it be good?
Mhm. Maybe just because it's the first time for two of these clowns making a Sunday, but it worked out.
I mean, we don't know whether or not like they would have made Sundays before though.
This
Like
is true. They could have.
Sundays feels like something that would happen in a daycare, at least on special occasions.
Mhm.
And
And
Harley
Harlequinette
Quinette
had
has
a
had a
whole
life.
ass life, yeah, before working here. And probably absolutely did have ice cream Sunday night at some point.
Probably at least once.
Mhm. Man. So now someone just has to bring it over to the table.
I think Harley Quinette looks to Jackie.
I can handle that. Yeah, Jackie can do it.
Mhm. Yeah, Jackie taking the Sunday over to a booth where now the kid is sitting, with their mom, probably kicking their little feet waiting for their ice cream.
Because in uh, the froyo place that I like going to, they have different color spoons you can have. I think Jackie would set the sundae down and then with a flourish show off a wider range of colors and sizes of spoons she grabbed on her way over and is like, "So, what spoon do you want?"
Oh, hmm. I feel like the kid looks them over very intently for a moment before, uh, pointing at like a fairly small purple spoon and is like, that one, please.
A very wise choice. Here you go. And hands it to them before going back to the counter.
Aww.
Quinn like nods
She knows how
approvingly.
to interact with children. It's her thing.
hmm So I do have in the back of my mind, like, if there's like an ice cream like equivalent of a lunch rush, I don't think you can like do a personal display like that for every child.
Yeah, obviously not, but we're starting off small. She can be a little silly.
I think that's a little silly as a treat.
Hmm.
Yeah, now I'm picturing it's like the late
Yeah,
morning.
I do think from now on Jackie's gonna. I do imagine from now on Jackie is gonna take on the role of delivering the ice cream, because one, this is supposed to be a day about Cici getting a little bit of a break, and two, Quinn, I don't think can handle such a thing with how lanky they are if it starts getting faster.
Quinn can be fast. It's just that when Quinn goes fast, they suddenly be less like a fun sort of stilt walker thing and more like a horrifying nightmare creature scurrying at you.
I'm
Exactly.
picturing them scurrying on two legs and one arm while the other arm is holding like an ice cream cone.
Loft. Yeah. They can be speedy, but they should not be speedy when customers are around. It's like you have to imagine. Okay, well, imagine one of those like carnival stilt walkers, yeah, and then
Mhm.
imagine them booking it at top speed without fall. Like it would be scary. It would be scary if you were a small child.
Mhm. And then this
Yeah.
like over 7 foot clown towering over you at your table.
Holding your ice cream. And there's no way Harlequinette cannot loom unless they like stand at our full arm's length.
Mhm.
Yeah, Quinn stays firmly behind the counter.
Firmly behind.
Their feet stay behind the counter. The rest of them we'll see. Yeah, I'm picturing now that it's like late morning, like 11 a.m. or something, so like there's not many people in the ice cream parlor yet because it's still technically morning. And then once we get into noon in the afternoon, that's when the place will get busy.
Yeah, Quinn slowly being introduced to the horrors that is food service. Because, like, I think we've said it before that Jackie does come visit Cici after hours occasionally to just let Cici rant about her day. So even if
Aw.
she didn't already know the horrors from the daycare job, she would know via hearing it from Cici.
Aw, that's very sweet and cute, but also I don't know how much Cici is going to tell you. Because look what happens to the
True.
last person she ranted to.
Ugh.
Like,
Someone get this smile therapy.
yeah, Jackie will sometimes get a little bit from
Anna,
Cici, and
please, where are you?
think it's a deep inhale through teeth moment.
Uh,
Mhm.
That's the vibe.
Yeah. Anyway, once Jackie is back, I think maybe Cece's like, maybe you guys want to like study that a little bit so that you'll have an idea what's going on with the Sundays before things get busy in here. I think there's technically a book with all the recipes in the back.
Yeah. I feel like they nod. Like, oh, I can find that.
Hmm. Roll investigation.
Oh boy. Going to the ice cream kitchen.
Hmm. It's just, I imagine it's just like freezer, 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 and like a table in the middle of the room.
19.
Yeah, on a little, uh, possibly on top of one of the freezers actually is a dusty binder. Uh,
So right at Quinn's eye level.
yeah! There's a dusty plastic binder that has got like a picture of ice cream on the front of it.
Like Quinn blows the dust off and like grabs the book. Like a cobweb is like clinging to it, so they shake that off and then return to the main area and say, "Well, it appears to be from the Stone Age, but I found it."
Yeah, yeah, I haven't really used that
Oh, that's a
thing.
good one, Quinn.
Thank you. And so are all these recipes up to date, Cece, as far as you're aware?
Haha, who knows? I don't think any of the big Sundays have changed since then. And
I guess you could
stuff
say
like,
one was removed.
is Quinn saying that, or is that just
No,
you?
I'm just saying that out of
Yeah, it occurs to me Ryland Sunday would definitely still be in there.
you like Quinn opens it to the Sunday page, about to like ask CC to like look things over to make sure they're right, and then they just see like Ryland Sunday like right at the top, and they just decide not to ask.
Hmm. Yeah. There's the Sundays, there's some recipes for probably like milkshakes and ice cream sandwiches and stuff. And non character Sundays, and then probably like a little guide to making ice cream cakes. And then like 40 pages of different decorations for ice cream cakes.
As the clowns are looking over it, I think Jackie just quietly groans and goes, "Now I'm hungry," as like a joke.
I think like Quinn gently like kind of like flicks her a little bit. Like, well, don't eat all the merchandise.
I mean, I guess if you
She,
guys wanted to
she
make.
has a mischievous grin.
I mean, I guess if you guys wanted to make something for practice and then eat it, that would probably be fine.
I want to make my own sundae. I think that would be fun to know.
Jackie, Jackie perks up at the offer that you could make something, and like is immediately looking to see if there's anything CC themed.
Man, I don't know. I know the band, there's a lot of stuff themed after the band. Other animatronics? Probably, maybe something.
I feel like probably
Yeah.
the recipes would exist, but if
Hey,
It's not as widely advertised. So yeah, there probably is like a you flip past the band Sundays page and there's Sundays for you clowns and DJam and my mind is going blank on other animatronics that might be in there, but
it's like we have a lot
they're
of
there.
characters, but like the animatronics aren't that numerous. We have the main band.
mhm.
Otto doesn't count since it's just a staff, but we have the clowns and D Jam, and then the triplets, but they aren't a known thing.
Yeah. So it's just the
Like a
bands,
lot
the clowns, and DJam. So yeah, one page is the band Sundays, and one is the clowns and DJam.
of the sideshow section.
Yeah, yeah. Quinn wanting to make their own Sunday, and then Jackie like mentally screenshotting the CC one.
Mhm. Thesis is probably like vanilla ice cream. Of course, you have like a maraschino cherry for the nose, and then probably some other cherry or strawberry flavored decorations. Pulling up a picture of Cici to look at her.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have going on?
So like I would
Mhm.
assume if like it was you're making an abstract thing, it would probably be like ice cream that is red, vanilla, and then ice cream that is red, and like the cherry is in the middle of the vanilla.
Yeah.
Maybe some like blue accent sprinkles.
Yeah, blue sprinkles. Nod, nod. This makes sense. Yeah, the red ice cream that is probably like cherry flavored fruit punch.
Cherry, I could see like I mean a real red ice cream to me would probably have to be like artificial
Oh
like fruit
yeah.
punch flavor.
Mhm. Yeah,
If we
it's
wanted a
definitely
slightly different take, it
artificial.
could be like vanilla with
I
cherry, like
imagine
Mhm.
with just like red syrup.
A quick Google is also showing me red velvet ice cream.
Ooh.
That could work.
Mm.
And I kind of
I,
looking at
yeah,
her, she has like the pink stockings, so
we've
maybe
got the
it's like
colorful Cici.
mm-hmm. Maybe it's like one scoop of strawberry ice cream, one of red velvet or raspberry or cherry or fruit punch or whatever. Probably red velvet, that fits the flavor profile best. And then one of vanilla with all of the decorations on top of it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've got the very colorful Cici one, the kinda colorful Quinn one, and the very monochrome looking Jackie one.
Yeah, Jackie's is probably like cookies and cream or something.
Yeah, like I'm imagining like
Yeah.
a kind of like a chocolate vanilla with like cookie like crumbles on top or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe some kind of pink decoration. There's probably like pink whipped cream, strawberry flavored.
Mhm. I think we've talked about Harlequinettes before, but it's been a long time. But Harlequinette just has basically a Neapolitan with stripes via syrup.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that, like squirting the syrup and stripes on the glass before you put the ice cream in.
Yeah, and then probably doing a little extra on the top. Oh, and whipped cream because they have their fluffy ruffle.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, either way, Jackie is going to ignore her own Sunday combo. She is making CC's. This is non negotiable.
Ah.
Ah.
Alright, both of you roll a sleight of hand.
Da-da-da-da-da. 13?
It occurs to me Cece's probably
I
has.
got a 17.
Yay! Cece's probably has like a red licorice twist in it for her ponytail. I have to share this detail now that it's in
Cute.
my head. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm gonna roll for Cece too to help you guys out. 6. She's mostly just supervising. So,
Yeah,
hmm.
I think Jackie is like hiding her Sunday until it's done
Yeah, so
because this
Cece.
is supposed to be a tiny little surprise.
Aw. So Cece's mostly watching Harlequinette and helping them find all the various things needed for this for their Sunday. And with the 13, I feel like Harlequinette, when you try to do stripes in the glass, they kind of get smeared all over the place. So
The Harlequinette has never worked with this kind of just chocolate syrup before.
mm-hmm. Yeah. So you have all the ingredients in the cup, but it just looks a bit messy.
And they probably weren't trying as hard, frankly, since this is just a test run for them instead of for a
Mm-hmm.
customer. But yeah, they like kind of look at it at the end and kind of like squint at it and go, "How do you precision strike with chocolate syrup?"
Um, you kind of want to make sure you're using a very cold glass so that when the syrup hits it, it sort of freezes in place. And, you have to name, you have to aim the nozzle pretty, not as close to the glass as you would think.
I think Harley Quinette decides to just like try like squeezing it from further away. They can't do anything about the temperature of the glass, but now there's just ice cream in the glass, so that probably makes it cold enough. So like now they're just experimenting, and they're slowly their sundae is just becoming more and more chocolate.
There probably is like a strawberry syrup too for their pink stripes.
Yeah, I imagine. Yeah,
Just to like
chocolate stripes, strawberry stripes. They just like got both
syrup,
bottles in
syrup.
each hand and are like
Mm-hmm.
just swirling them around.
you kind of make one smooth motion like that, and the
Yeah, and then
momentum helps keep everything lined up.
yeah, well, Quinn's experimenting. Jackie's over here with her 17, desperately trying to make this look as pretty as possible.
And I think it comes out pretty good for with a 17. That's like pretty good. It's not like 100% picture perfect matching the recipe, but it's recognizably a Cici Sunday and pretty tidy.
Hmm. Yeah,
I'm
I
just
think
trying
she's
like
just working on it until Quinn's done messing around and they both turn to look.
I was gonna say I could picture Jackie like trying to like gently pinch a sprinkle to get it to twist in the right way to match the picture.
Yeah, she would.
Oh my god, the over perfectionism.
She's she's using her security mode claws for it.
You get the sprinkle in the right position, but now there's like a gouge out of the ice cream scoop.
No, she's using the very tip of her claw. She's not digging her fingers in.
Mm-hmm.
Just like doing surgery on a grape, but but yeah, Quinn will eventually stop with the syruping once their glass is mostly syrup and turn back to Cece and they go, "Well, I tried."
Yeah, no one can deny that you've tried.
And just like casually reach for a spoon and go, "Well, I'm gonna assume I can eat this now. Want some?"
Uh, hmm. No, I'm good. You can roll insight if you want.
I doubt
I'm just
Quinn will get that,
patiently waiting.
but we
I'm,
can try. We can
I'm just
try.
patiently waiting for you two to turn to see what Jackie's doing.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
think with that 10, Quinn is nowhere near getting it, so they just shrug and go, "Okay, sit yourself," and they just like put their spoon in and turn to look at what Jackie's up to,
Hmm.
uh, and start nibbling on their own ice cream.
Yeah, and Cici turns around to check on
Yeah,
Jackie.
yeah. Like the moment you guys turn around, she stands back from her work so you can finally see what she's done, and she has like her hands on her hips, really proud of herself, looking down at it.
Uh, oh, you made that one? Nice work.
Thanks. It's themed after one of my best friends, so obviously I had to.
Yeah.
Can we incite this clown again?
Mhm.
Okay, 19.
Nat 20, baby! 21.
Oh
Nice.
boy. Yeah. Both of you can tell that Cici hates this Sunday. Not because Jackie made it wrong or something, she just hates the existence of the like recipe and this being an option on the menu and does not like being merchandised.
I think
I
Harlequinette
think Jackie visibly deflates.
Meanwhile, Harlequinette just sort of takes it and nods and just sort of goes, reverse Archie syndrome.
She's trying very hard to be nice about it for Jackie's sake, but yeah, she does not like being made into a into a
Marketable Sunday.
marketable. That's the word I was looking for. Marketable Sunday.
Yeah, I think Jackie just like grabs it, twists her body so that's hidden, and starts eating it so that Cici doesn't have to look at it anymore.
Eating it with her bare hands?
No, she has a spoon. She's not.
She has like 20 spoons.
20 like using 2 spoons.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. She's using two to eat it as fast as possible. She's going to give herself brain freeze.
Oh my gosh.
However, that's possible for a robot.
Harlequinette just wait, Jackie, you can go a bit slower. No, a bit slower than that. Oh dear.
Since
Cici, like,
their
save.
tunes, I imagine it's gone within seconds.
oh gosh.
Do a con save.
Please fail, it would be so funny. Where's my save bonus? The 0, nice.
Yay!
I succeeded, but can I automatically fail because it's funny and this is tune kind?
If you want to. It's an FPS.
Yeah. Hitting her with the curse.
It has to do that like classic tune thing of like you take the last bite and then suddenly it's like your face like scrunches up and there's like the sound of cracking ice as the brain freeze hits.
Yeah, she isn't facing you, so you just see her shoulders scrunch at the cracking sound.
And there it is, Harlequinette says after their mediocre attempt at stopping her.
Oh, Cici winces and looks guilty.
Oh, Cici,
Harlequinette
no, this is Jackie's own fault.
probably picks up on that and kind of like pats Cece's shoulder a little bit. Like it's not your fault. It was her own choice.
She works with children. She should know better than this.
Anyway, I'm gonna go join Jackie in Suffering Land, and they just like turn to their own Sunday, and then just like basically like open their mouth and dump it in. And now I'm gonna give them a con save.
You don't need to do
Solidarity.
that.
Solidarity.
Solidarity. A 7. They do that, and like then they like look ahead for a second. And it seems like maybe they handle it, and then there's that crunch of ice sound again, and they also like flinch. As a treat, I'm gonna say like their teeth manifest so you can see them grit those.
Nice.
Cece's. I'm picturing her standing in the middle of the ice cream parlor with the two other clowns doubled over, clutching their heads on either side of her. Just like looking
Yeah.
between them, like, you didn't need to do this.
Cici, you have known them so long. They are clowns and also your friends. You should know that once a bit is started, they have to commit to it. Why would you expect anything left?
Sometimes they have brain cells, other times the brain cells leave.
Other times the brain cells get frozen.
Other times, yeah.
It's not necessarily that she was expecting different, just uh I don't know.
Probably just wasn't expecting Quinn to join Jackie in Suffering Land.
Hmm. They came here supposedly to help and have now both incapacitated themselves willingly.
I mean, they're tunes. I imagine they bounce back quite quick, or at least Jackie does. She's like doubled over for a few seconds and pops back up as if nothing happened.
I'm sure if Quinn had a flesh brain, it would have taken them longer, but they only have a flesh heart, so they also recover fairly quickly.
At least it wasn't heartburn. Oh.
Oh god. Well, that was fun, Quinn says.
Yeah,
Uh,
Cici says, was it?
well, before the pain part, yeah. And the pain part was made fun because we were suffering together.
yeah. I think Jackie just points like heroically. It's like back to work.
Zen, are you
Yeah.
trying to talk since I see the green light
No,
going, but no, okay.
not really, no.
I just wanted to make sure.
Hmm. Uh, Let's have them make an ice cream cake next. There's like a messaging system for the ice cream parlor, and they've just gotten an order in for an ice cream cake to make.
Ooh, an ice cream cake. Well, at least this doesn't involve face-to-face customer
Yeah,
interaction.
Not until they
yeah.
come to pick it up.
Jackie, yeah. Jackie smiles at the ice cream cake order. Is like, oh, we get these a lot during the little parties for the kids at the daycare. A lot of them like ice cream cake.
Yes, a lot of kids like ice cream cake in general.
Yep. Yeah, seems like it.
Indeed.
Mhm.
I think when like gets back to the book and flips to the like the matching ice cream cake page, and goes like, "Okay, let's see here. So, time
Yeah.
to make a brick of ice cream."
Well, I think there is like a layer of cake in it too. So you have to go find the appropriate cake base in one of the freezers in the back
Ah,
room and then
in the back
put the
room.
right put the right flavor of ice cream on it and mold it into the shape and then set it to freeze for longer before you frost it.
So, I'm sorry, I'm just imagining one time like Cici walks into the back room and it's just literally the back room thanks to Nova.
I feel like she would stare for
that
a couple
that would have had
seconds
to happen before
before the funhouse.
before the funhouse.
I feel like she would stare for a couple of seconds and then walk right back out and refuse to go back in for the rest of the day.
How to like survive any horror movie. Just leave. Turn around. Leave at the first sign of
Not doing
It's
that.
the brick.
I'm gonna have HarleyQuinnette re-enter the back room and roll investigation, perception. What do we think?
Investigation, because you gotta go looking for it. Me,
5.
5.
All the fridges are just so low to the ground compared to them. They're having to crane over and peer in, and all the cake looks the same to them.
It's all wrapped up. How can you tell what
Cooking
flavor
help.
is what? uh I feel like meanwhile up front, Cici and Jackie are scooping out the flavor of ice cream, so let's roll strength.
Drink.
Giant robot versus ice cream.
That's a
You got a
16 for
15.
yeah, and a 16 for Cici. So I feel like they're taking turns going at the same dish of like black raspberry ice cream and getting like one scoop at a time and packing it into this container. What is Quinn going to do about not finding the right cake?
That's a good question. Now they could either ask for help, or should I have them look again, but this time using perception, like, or still investigation.
Uh, hmm. Hmm. Yeah, might as well just look again.
Yeah.
I guess you
So
could
I'll
use
have.
perception if you like.
I think it's funnier if they use investigation again, since they're looking for some. Like, I guess they could arguably use perception to see if there was like labels or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, investigation's the more fitting role, but if you have a better modifier to perception, it's an FPS.
Yeah, they've got a +9 to perception. They perceive all.
I'm
Christ,
just
yeah.
imagining they pull out a magnifying glass.
Yeah. No, I think what they do instead is like they decide to like instead of trying to look through the glass, like they just kind of like decide to stand in the middle of the room and survey, like they do in the prize corner, and apply those perception skills. And that was a nat
That one.
one.
I
Yep,
mean,
this sure is a bunch of freezers of ice
Oh,
cream.
hmm some of them have labels, but the labels are just like cake, ice cream, decorations. So like no help finding the
Quinn, go get
specific like
help,
funfetti cake that
please.
you need.
I kind of have this funny bit I want to do where like Quinn is now, as a matter of pride, doesn't want to like ask the others, but they don't. Clearly, they don't have the skills, so I think they decide to just flag the nearest staff bot. Like, maybe a staff bot can do this somehow. And then rolls Otto, the nearest staff bot, just because I want to see if Otto can do this.
Oh boy.
Hi, Otto. Let's find your sheet again. There you are.
Mhm.
You have a +5 to investigation. That's actually not bad. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think just imagine like the staff bot just casually rolls by Cici and Jackie as y'all are scooping out ice cream and enters the back, and Harlequinette just gets the command of like, fine, and then they say the right type of ice cream cake base.
Yeah. An 8-inch round funfetti cake.
And then Otto just sort of stares at Harlequinette and then turns to look, and that was a 9.
It's having an even worse time. Oh
Everyone's
boy.
so. If this keeps up, Nova's gonna have to intervene.
Yeah. And so, like, Otto just, like, wheels around the room, silently thinking to themselves that this really isn't in their jurisdiction. Um, okay, here's a question. Otto has unseen servant. Do we think an unseen servant, if given the command to find ice cream cake, could find ice cream cake?
Hmm. Let me look it up.
I think if
It's
this fails, the funniest possible thing to avoid the other clowns is just Quinn. begging some unseen force to help, and it ends up getting Nova's attention.
On the
Really
one hand,
stupidly funny.
on the one hand, Unseen Servant says it can fetch things explicitly. On the other, it does say it's mindless. So I don't know if it can look for things.
It probably like has to do with what you yourself know then.
Yeah.
I would-
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Otto just sort of like looks around, debates casting something, realizes the casting thing would first rat them out to Harlequinette and also not do anything achievable really. So then they just basically turn, look at Harlequinette, shrug, and leave. Harlequinette is too put out by that failing to even notice that the shrug was probably not how a usual staff bot would respond. uh, so Harlequinette alone in a room, again, surrounded by ice cream. Wanna switch back to the other two for a second?
Sure. I mean, they're still just scooping ice cream and packing it into this little mold to go on top of the cake.
I mean, we can have them chat a little bit.
Yeah. Jackie's gonna have to start that conversation.
Yeah. I think she will with something simple, like she looks at Cici while she's working. Is like, "You look very nice today, by the way."
Oh, thank you? I look the same as every day?
Exactly.
Can she roll insight? Because she is a little confused.
Yeah, go ahead.
17.
17. Yeah. Jackie is Jackie is indirectly saying you look nice every day. It is a compliment.
Me like, can she blush when she already has the bright clown cheeks? Probably. She's a tune. She's allowed.
You could do. There's the line style that could go over the whole face.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if
that's
you
what I do with Quinn.
hmm so if you want to roll perception or insight to notice that.
Mm-hmm. That one.
Oh, nope. Cici just stands there staring at you for a moment and is like, thanks, I guess, and goes back to scooping ice cream very intently.
This makes sense considering how oblivious she was to some of the Quinn stuff before. We love her, but she can be a little bit dumb sometimes.
Beloved. Beloved clowns. uh, anyway,
Mm.
in the back room, Quinn has gotten on their knees, clasped her hands together, and gone, okay, mysterious force that causes gay banners to appear. If you have any power in this room, please make a banner appear next to the right type of ice cream. I mean, right type of cake base for ice cream cake.
Nova
I feel like I should roll
Nova has
persuasion.
become deity of gay banners.
To persuasion, that's only a +2. But we have to try. 6.
Okay, Nova will respond, but she won't respond the way you requested exactly. So you're like on your knees praying to this thing you don't understand, and suddenly there's a loud bang of one of the freezers slamming open. And if you turn around, like on one of the cakes in the shelves, there's like a doodle you, and then there's a little note that says "can't see for shit," and it's on the cake you need.
She's like,
It's a little note.
oh, it's a doodle of Quinn that says "can't see for shit" on the cake itself.
Or like on the cake wrapping, I
No,
assume.
it's on the container. Yeah, it's on the
Quinn
container.
looking at that, looking rather put out. I think they're gonna like try to prestidigitate that like scribble away.
We got was successful.
Sorry, you're cutting out a lot, so that was kind of inaudible. Inaudible.
I think
Uh-oh.
you get more questions. Whatever mysterious.
Oh, it's bad
Oh,
though. Maybe
it's
we should
bad. We might have to give it a
pause
sec
for
for
a
it
sec
to.
and like maybe you could try disconnecting and reconnecting again. Yeah, maybe let's break for a couple minutes and figure this out.
E. Also, it has been an hour, so a
Yeah.
restroom break might save us.
Mhm. Yeah. We'll have a
Pause
little
the
break.
recording, and I'm gonna head to the restroom, and hopefully, Doll's Wi-Fi will recover.
Mhm.
We're back.
We're back.
You're back. Anyway, the thing I had been saying was you got the cake you wanted, and even more questions about the mysterious force.
Mhm.
But you won, you got it.
Harlequinette got it. I was gonna say that they like tried to prestidigitate the scribble that says they can't see for shit away, so that the other
It's
clowns
just
do not ask questions. But this the
it's just on a
prestidigit.
sticky note. You can just take the sticky note.
Oh,
Ooh.
it's just okay. I thought it was like permanent markered onto the box. If it's just a
Yeah, I got
sticky note,
that
then
vibe
yeah,
too.
they remove that no problem and
Mhm.
and put it in their hammer space as evidence that there is a force fucking with them.
They can call people out for more than just being gay. They can also call you out for having terrible investigation.
Yeah.
Quinn takes the cake, assuming it's the right cake and that the force isn't tricking them. Uh, I do think they like cast a suspicious squint about like their theory that somehow the force is a type of fae or something is now pivoting more towards maybe the force is a ghost of some kind.
There's plenty of ghosts here.
Plenty of ghosts. A ghost that's just really into people's dating lives. So I think in the last game with Harley and Jackie, one of their theories what they posited was that it was like the ghost of a love guru, and now they're sort of like maybe it is.
Why would a love guru be judging you on your investigation skills?
Well, if the love guru is just hanging around to watch people date each other, then maybe it can do other things.
A love guru could care about more than just relationships.
If it's a bored ghost of someone who's wandered in here, then they're probably just looking for entertainment.
And now I'm imagining an FPS of just people in the know and Harlequinette trying to ask them about the Force. Just
It's
positing their theories and
like Harlequinette does a Pepe Sylvia.
yeah, exactly. And the ones who are in the know have to keep quiet.
Cici looking at this conspiracy while very worried for her friend and wanting to speak up but not able to.
Where's the thing I drew for the we did one of the Jackbox games. I drew Harley Quinn doing the conspiracy board. Don't know where that ended up.
Mm, I feel like Cici would tell Harlequinette if she felt like Harlequinette was like imminently on the verge of becoming insane. Like, sorry, Nova, she's not going to watch another one of her friends lose it entirely.
I know.
Yeah, honestly, Harley Quinn was already insane for a while. They've recovered. Who's to say that can't change?
Oh, oh
Hey,
no.
if it was getting that bad, Nova herself would stop messing with them and focus on another target.
Someone with slightly thicker sanity.
Yeah.
No, Quinette would probably not go insane from this, but they would probably be like slightly obsessed with figuring it out if it got to that point.
Mhm.
Mine just going to Deltarune Chapter 3 spoilers
Hey,
for
hey,
characters that has that
hey.
vibe.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have not.
Anyway,
Yeah.
cake.
Cake.
Yeah, Harley Quinette emerges victoriously? Question mark from the back room holding the cake.
Mhm. I feel this is like around the time Cici and Jackie are done scooping ice cream into the mold and now pressing it down with their spoons to make it flat.
Quinette just places the cake by them and goes, found it.
Oh, oh, okay, good. I was starting to worry a little bit. There's a lot of cake back there.
Haha, yeah, I totally found it all by myself. I'm
Quinn can
gonna
handle
roll
it just fine.
Can we roll insight on that?
yeah, and I'm gonna roll deception.
1 for me.
You got a
Yeah, I
1,
mean,
I
who
got
else
a
would be
19. So I got a 30/20.
oh boy. 4.
So Cece's fully convinced.
Yeah, and when you say that, Jackie does back you up, saying, yeah, Quinn can handle it just fine. They're good at finding stuff. They work in the prize corner. But you can see from the look on her face, the slightly smug grin, she knows you took so much psychic damage trying to find that cake, and she is teasing you for it silently.
Like Quinette just like pretending not to see that.
Gotta tease your friends every once in a while. It keeps them humble.
Keep them humble.
Yeah, Cece might be busy like taking the cake and opening the box up and like taking the frozen cake out and putting it into the same mold with the ice cream and then flipping that whole mold over so the cake's on the bottom and putting it back in the box and being like, okay, so it goes back in the freezer for another hour for all of that to sort of uh get stuck together. I'm immediately
Right.
doubting myself because it does sound realistic, but it does not sound fun. So,
It's not maybe they
Kinda can do
decorate it and
something
then
while
put
they're
it in the
in.
freezer.
yeah, I want them to decorate it. So,
Hmm.
yeah, Cece might honestly just hold the metal like mold in her hands for a little bit and you guys can see it sort of freeze over. Uh and then she flips the mold back out and now you have ice cream on top of cake in one discrete lump. And she's like, "Okay, so now we gotta ice the thing. Um these things in the back room
Cece
too."
being impatient.
What?
Cece being impatient is funny to me.
Mm, well, it's not impatient, it's just efficient. Get the
Sure.
Efficiency.
get the cake out of the way now before you're swarmed with kids.
Yeah. Also, I'm imagining at the mention of have to go back into the back room for frosting, Quinn like face just like goes to the lion mouth, wide eyes.
Yeah, Cici was going to say like, Jackie, do you want to go back and look for the icing?
I I think Jackie gives Quinn a glance, and you know she's tempted to have you go back in there, but she shows mercy and is like, "Yeah, I can handle that. Don't worry."
All right, all right. Get some food coloring too.
Mhm.
Yee, Jackie roll investigation.
Probably gonna go a lot better than what Quinn did.
You've
You say
jinxed
that, but what if
yourself.
it doesn't?
Mm-hmm.
I got a 14, so I'd say it's pretty decent.
Yeah, I think it might take you a little minute to, because most of the room is freezers, but the icing isn't being frozen. So it takes you a little bit of looking around to find like the cabinet or closet or wherever with a bunch of icing and food coloring and piping bags and stuff.
Yummy,
Yeah,
yummy.
like once she finds it, she has no issues because she works in the daycare. She's used to constantly finding a bunch of random things at her kids' request.
Nod, nod, nod.
Nod, nod.
Yes, so she comes out after like a minute or two.
I
Yee.
think like for like a split second as you come out after only a minute or two, Quinn's face just sort of like falls like, oh, she did have an easier time, and then it neutralizes again.
Yeah, now it's time to decorate the cake. Sleight of hand, performance. What should we roll?
Yes. I'm gonna do performance because that's good for me.
Yeah, performance is probably gonna be the best for our animatronics. It's the
Surprisingly, not
same
for
for.
Harlequinette. They have better sleight of hand.
Ah, well, Harlequinette can use sleight of hand. Cici will use performance.
17 performance for me.
And yeah,
23, sleight of hand.
yeah, and Cici got a 7 performance. So I feel like Cici is very like half-hearted about this and just sort of slapping icing onto the cake. But for you two, it's new, it's novel, it's fun, it's arts and crafts.
Yeah.
They're like trying to impress Cici and whoever the birthday kid is.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mhm. Going in there with fancy little piping, throwing some sprinkles and toppings on there, making the cake look nice.
Making it look so nice.
Mm. I'm just imagining these two glancing up at Cece every so often, like, because they're trying to impress her.
Yeah, I'm imagining
Aw.
Cici is sandwiched between them.
Just watching this cake as the two of them keep adding stuff to it and then looking over at her. Uh, if you guys want to roll insight on
Insight,
Cici,
Yeah.
insight, insight. 21.
Not 20! Yippee!
oh boy, yeah. Cici is trying to keep like a neutral face, but as you guys keep like glancing expectantly at her, she's like a little nervous. She doesn't know why you guys keep looking for her reaction on this. Like it's just an ice cream cake. Why would she care? Like she wouldn't be mad at you guys for doing a bad job.
I think Quinn is having like an internal realization that oh, Cici just really does not care about this job, so their attempts to cheer her up might have to be like non-related to this job.
Hmm.
Yeah, Jackie's coming to a similar thought. Because these two love their jobs for the most part. Cece doesn't. So there's a little bit of a disconnect there that they are now realizing.
Yeah.
I do think Jackie would like voice their attempt to impress her so that Cece doesn't keep worrying. Is like, so, did we do a good job?
Um. Yeah.
There's a little yippee sound effect that plays from Jackie's speakers.
I was gonna say that Harley Quinn like makes a little like confetti cheer sound with prestidigitation.
Mhm. I think Cece laughed just a little bit at that.
The moment Cici looks away from Harley Quinn, they'll give a little victory fist bump.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Jackie mentally was cheering and like punching the air, like yes, yes, yes.
Cece goes to close this cake in its box, and the clowns high five over her head.
Cici like, what was that mysterious clapping noise?
The Phillies.
Mhm. Yeah. Cece finishes closing up the box and is like, "Okay, yeah, someone's gonna come by and pick this up in a bit for the party it's for, and we'll put it in the freezer until then."
Like, Harley Quinn nods.
Understood.
Hmm. I'm kind of thinking Cece goes to put it in the back freezer, and these two have a moment to discuss. Oh, hey, Cece doesn't like this job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, the moment she's through that door, Harley Quinn turns and goes, "Why doesn't she like her job?"
I think Jackie's like, well, I mean, I had the suspicion she didn't, but I thought it was just the customer stuff, not the whole thing. Customers can be hard to deal with, especially for the food service workers, from what I've seen. So it's not surprising she doesn't like that part of it, but I didn't know she didn't like any of it.
I thought, like, again, I also assume that, I mean, customers can be a bit of a hassle. Not that I deal with the worst of them, but I thought it would be fun to make ice cream cakes and sundaes all day. But she doesn't seem much infused, so I'm worried we're approaching this the wrong way. I thought spending time with her like this would be fun, but maybe we should try, I don't know, getting her a day off or something? Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we should just quote unquote kidnap her from the ice cream parlor. She doesn't ha- she shouldn't have to deal with this all the time if she's not enjoying it. Like all of us animatronics, as far as I'm aware, enjoy our job to some degree, but she doesn't. So why do they keep making her play this role if she doesn't enjoy it?
no, maybe they just don't want to hire a replacement, or maybe she hasn't actually told management. Then again, it's not exactly unknown that she's not the nicest to customers, so
This is quite the puzzle.
we
Either way,
puzzle.
we do need to find a way to cheer her up.
We do. So, um, maybe if we just help her get through this workday with minimal stress and then figure out a different day to kidnap her? I don't quite like that word given recent events.
Mm, yeah, no. I'm trying to think of a better word, but I'm blanking.
Worst vacation.
Yes. Imagine they're in like a football huddle for this.
So, focusing on today, what if we, well, I don't want to be mean to kids, but if we encounter any difficult customers, try to deal with them for her.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We should be her guard dogs for the day. If anyone's mean to her, we get in the way.
Yeah, I mean, we are security.
We are. We'd be great at it.
I'm fully willing to spider crawl at an unruly customer if they are an adult.
She nods sagely as if this is a completely normal thing to say.
Wait, also, I have an idea. I think they're gonna hammer space out a piece of like construction paper.
Her
Yeah,
eyes immediately get a bit wider because, ooh, arts and crafts?
yeah, and they like get a pen and they write on it. Yeah, do you all know like that old varsity sign? Like, you were rude to me, you don't get a hot dog. Like
Yeah.
Harlequinette writes, "You were rude to me, you don't get an ice cream." And they
Yes.
like slap that on the wall.
Yeah, Jackie, like, looks at them like this is the smartest thing they've ever done. Yeah. I imagine there's another clown high five after that thing is put up.
Yeah, high five.
Oh, and
Yeah, and then
Cici walks back in from
uh,
the back room.
I
Unless
feel
you.
like both the clowns
I'm
are eagerly standing there.
yeah, just I'm just imagining like that through the text system. Jackie sends Quinn a message that's like a gif of someone doing a war cry and then her typing for CC.
Oh my god. That's so cute.
Yee.
Cici is just standing there. I don't know if she can roll insight to see that you guys were talking, or if she's just like, yep, back to business.
Insight
If
art
you
also
want to
maybe
roll the
perception
thing.
if you want to have her notice the sign.
Yeah,
Perception she actually has a
y-
modifier for. Let's see.
yeah. She doesn't have to notice how they're acting. She could just notice that they're very eager and there's a sign now.
18.
Yeah, you see that like almost immediately upon seeing those two idiots standing there eagerly, your eyes flit to something that's on the wall that hasn't been there before, and you see the sign.
Oh, did you guys put that up just now?
Yep.
Hmm. She is looking at it a little doubtfully, like she doesn't think that's gonna work, but is like, thanks.
Just figured it might, help deal with more unruly customers. And I'll have you know, me and Jackie are security, and we'll be here for the rest of the day. So if anyone, say, is rude and then doesn't leave, we can escort them on their way. And there's a rather ominous look to their face.
Yeah, like Jackie's security side teeth flash for a second along with Quinn's ominous face.
Yeah, probably Quinn's teeth also reappear again along with her pupils. They're just like you. Honestly, Cici might think these clowns are willing to kill someone if they're rude to her.
That's the impression they're giving, I bet.
Yeah, she smiles at that though and seems Genuinely reassured by it.
Oh,
In the chat in their mind, I think Harlequinette sends like the tomb-kind equivalent of the burning Elmo gift to Jackie.
yeah, yeah.
Aw. I think Cece's like, well, we might be putting that to the test, 'cause, looks like it just hit noon, and that's about when people usually start coming in.
Yeah. I I think Jackie mentally remembers a few employees talking as they like leave for the day and she's starting security patrols of like the dreaded lunch rush and she's just like, ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We could maybe do like a little montage of like a bunch of customers coming in. Or
Yeah,
not quite montage, but like skate over it. It happens. We can roll, I don't know, something to handle the customers.
yeah. Rose suggest animal handling.
Honestly, yeah, let's do it.
Honestly.
Oh, Cece's not doing great.
That's because it's not her job to be the customer facing one this time.
Roll for Quinn. That's oh, I have a +3 to animal handling. That never comes up. I
I
got a
got a
20.
dirty 20.
A natural
We both
20.
got dirty 20s.
Dirty
Yippee!
20s.
Ooh, cool.
The clowns were serious.
Yee. If the other clowns are handling customers, then Cece just has to prepare ice cream. Like she's more fine with that than having to do it all.
Mhm.
So like
Just-
she's not doing a very good job acting friendly, but like she kind of doesn't need to as much.
It's pretty much you have the other
yeah.
two clowns to intervene on customers.
Mhm.
Yeah. I imagine like they work together for the most part, and then the first Karen comes in, and these two like visibly move in front of Cici and like take over so she can move to the back and not deal with it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Scary dog privileges, scary clown privileges.
Yes. Oh, as this person wants to like order one of the character sundaes but then make a bunch of modifications and then not pay for their like extra hot fudge or whatever.
Yeah.
Harlequinette just is like, I'm sorry, but you have to pay, or else you don't get the ice cream.
That's how capitalism works.
It's not my fault you don't put enough hot fudge on there by default. Why should I have to pay extra for your incompetence?
I'm just imagining both clowns like leaning back and pointing to the sign together with big grins on their faces.
Haven't you heard that the customer is always right?
Haven't you heard that the clowns here are security?
Oh, I want to speak to your manager.
No. And she points towards the door. Because they are their own bosses, technically, if you don't mention the human one.
Marie, the
Yeah, I have
manager,
a lot
doesn't
of
have to
free
deal with
reign.
this.
Yeah, I imagine anyone who does the "I want to see your manager" thing, they just say we are our own boss, because it's a little white lie. What they don't know won't hurt nobody.
Mm.
I think Harlequinette's just gonna roll intimidation on this person to get them to shuffle on. +5. Let's see how that goes. 10 and
And
10.
I
Mm.
will also roll. We're double teaming this because we're double teaming everything right now.
I'll roll a flat
Mm,
d20 for her.
16, 17. Oh, I got a dirty 20. I have a lot
Yeah.
on intimidation.
I feel like the Karen just glares right back at Harlequinette, but then once Jackie joins in on making a scary face, she like just goes like, "Well, never had this kind of terrible service. You're going to be getting a bad review from me," and runs out.
Cici getting to watch this whole thing.
by law, we're allowed to eat the sundae that she was ordering.
Yeah, I mean, you can't give it to anyone else, so it's that or the trash.
I think Jackie joking is like, we are the trash can now, gimme.
It's like Harlequinette gets 2 spoons so they can both eat all the ice cream.
They just speed through it so they can get to the next customer before they step up to the counter.
They both have an like brain freeze moment for a second and then recover.
Yeah. I love these dorks.
They're such dorks. They're amazing. Also, just Harlequinette flavor. I imagine they're holding themselves back often when they roll intimidations on just like regular customers because it's like if they went all out, that would be traumatizing to people in the vicinity.
Yeah, they don't want to scare
Yeah,
someone to death by accident again.
yeah. Meanwhile, Jackie's being kind of midway scary. She's not going all out, but also she's not being as niceys because she's dealt with their types before and she knows you need to have a firm hand.
Hmm.
Firmly grasp it.
Cici is grateful for not having to deal with these people. Uh, Roll insight on her. Or
Yee.
perception, I guess.
Exception, yay.
Woo.
14.
19.
Yeah. Yeah, when some of these. I'm just gonna carry off the 13 deception from earlier. So you can both notice that, like, when some of these bad customers come in, or like especially messy children, like, even though Cece's not dealing with them directly, you can see her kind of tense up a little bit and, like, get the sense that, like, some of these people come in here and do this a lot, or a lot of people act very similarly.
Mm, must protect our friend.
Let's protect friend. Harlequinette is making a hit list in their mind that they will never act on, but
It's good to have.
good to have people to watch
I
out
also
for list.
I also imagine that like in between customers, Jackie does like speed through like cleaning up some of the area before coming back to the counter because one, she has the cleanliness programming in her, and two, Cece looks upset at the mess. She'll deal with it for her.
Also, Summer
Aw.
Otto was like weeping in relief.
Helping two people with their jobs for the price of one.
Yeah. Cece does have trouble keeping this place clean when it's busy sometimes, so she appreciates that.
Yeah, Jackie using her top-notch daycare cleaning skills to blitz through the cleaning.
Hmm.
Parlor looking better than it has.
Yeah, I think they come out of the lunch rush in a lot better state than they usually are.
I'm just I'm just visualizing like dealing with customer. The second the customer is gone, Jackie like turning into a blur to clean up and then coming back. Toon style.
Nice.
So lunch rush survived.
Yeah.
And Quinn has a new appreciation for food service workers and the suffering they must go through.
Mhm.
Secretly in like the back of their mind is like, wow, if I had been assigned here, I think I would have become evil again.
Yeah, I don't know what else to do. Maybe they talk a little bit more.
Yeah,
I like the closing up shop.
I heard closing up shop, but I didn't parse what came before it.
I said, like, as they're closing up shop, because that'd be a good place for them to finally have a good long talk after everyone's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, that works.
yeah. I just imagine like the moment the last customer is out, like Quinn kind of like just half like folds over to like lay their upper half on the counter, just like in sighs and exhaustion, like, okay, I admit this was harder than just doing the prize corner.
Yeah, I've never worked at the prize corner, but this is a lot. Thanks. Thanks for helping me today.
You're very welcome. And me and Jackie were talking. We kind of feel like maybe you deserve a bit of a vacation from doing this every day of your life. We could. What if we went like somewhere with you or something?
Like to cater golf or the daycare or the arcade?
Wherever you want.
We could even go outside if you wanted.
They could not stop us.
They couldn't.
Roll insight.
16.
21.
Oh boy. Yeah, Cici seems kind of nervous and hesitant at the suggestion of leaving the partyplex. Uh, hmm.
I feel like Harlequinette kind of reaches out a hand to like gently place on her shoulder. If she's comfortable with that, and they go, "Well, you don't have to go out. We could just go to somewhere in here."
Yeah, hmm. Uh, Har- Quinn, you've been out of the partyplex before, right?
Uh, yeah.
I haven't. I don't really know what to expect out there, but if everyone out there is like everyone that comes in here, I kind of don't care to go.
But they're not like in here. It's a bit different because it's sort of out there. You're not a worker. You're just you, and everyone's just them. And maybe it would feel more like even footing. And you don't even have to interact with people out there if you kind of go about it right.
You can hear them, and they can't do anything about it.
So that kind of cut out.
And some of that was you can ignore them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ah, that's the new one. I mean, sometimes I ignore people in here too, but I'm not really supposed to.
Well, out there, it's not even something you're not supposed to. It's just something you can do if you want. Like, sure, some people might perceive it as rude, but it's, if it's what you want to do, then it's what you want to do. And, we can kind of avoid crowded areas. So,
We could even go somewhere where there's no people at all besides us three.
That's weird to think about.
we could start small and just, I don't know, go somewhere nearby.
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, I want to stress you're under no obligation to go outside. It's nice out there, but well, I haven't, you know, gone too often.
We'll go anywhere you want to go.
Hmm.
Hmm. She looks a little bit put on the spot to be faced with a decision like that.
Yeah, I think Harley kind of sees that and sort of like backpedals a little bit. But you don't even have to decide that right now. You can just message us whenever.
Uh-huh.
Oh, oh, okay. Yeah.
We just want to spend time with you, that's all.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's nice of you. Um, yeah.
I think Jackie is going to like stand up a little straighter and say, "Okay, we can put that on the back burner. For right now, is there anything we can do for you that will make you feel good right now?"
I don't really know.
It's okay. Wanna
Mm.
after your shift is fully over, we could just go wander the Plex together.
Or you've got that TV in your room. We could just watch movies and like put a sign on the door to make people think there's stuff going on so they can't come inside and no one can interrupt us.
Yeah, we could do that. I have a TV in my back room.
Um,
We could also hang out in my room if you want, because barely anyone ever goes up there. Most people don't know where the door is.
Yeah, I don't know. Uh, whatever you guys want to do. Just as
Jackie
Oh, we're gonna
glances
get
at
stuck in
Quinn.
a we should do what you wanna do loop.
just as long as we don't stay here in the ice cream parlor.
Yeah, we could go somewhere other than, uh I think, like, Harlequinette turns to Jackie, "What do you think, my room or your room?"
Consider compromise. We bring the TV into my room and we watch stuff in there. Because then barely anyone's gonna try and visit. And if they do, I can just stand in the doorway and scare them off, and then we can go back to watching the movies.
Here's an idea, what if I steal a second TV I mean, borrow a second TV for your room?
We could do that too. That would be funny.
Like, slowly every break room in the PartyPlex will lose its TV to the clowns.
I'm
Where
just
do
I'm just imagining Jackie looking at Cici like with a look of, do you think it would be funny if we stole another TV?
I feel like CC shrugs a little. Maybe?
They'd be inconveniencing the organic workers of the Plex.
Yeah, okay, let's steal a TV.
Harlequinette jingles
Jackie
happily and I'm just
clown
imagining,
bonding activity.
clown bonding activity as the trio just merrily go to steal a TV.
Mhm.
And no
Mm.
one can stop them.
It's two security bots. It's probably officially sanctioned business.
Yeah, that TV was
Yeah,
confiscated for crimes.
yeah. The TV itself committed the crimes.
Arrested.
Imagine it's happening like while someone was in the middle of using the TV. 'Cause they
Yeah,
just
like the
come in and
clowns I just
steal it.
imagine like rock up in like fake like police hats and shades.
Yeah.
And just like
And they like
without
do a
addressing the
whole
person
bit.
watching.
Yeah, they like do a whole bit of arresting the TV.
They have like handcuffs on the TV antennas.
Oh my gosh.
CC really does get the treat of having the two dorkiest best friends.
Harry just like, Gil, what the fuck?
Yes, inconvenience Gary. Good.
Mhm.
Ajax somewhere is like, I don't know why, but I feel like cheering.
I feel like Cici would not be participating in this skit, but just flatly be like, as scary as like, oh man, just be like, go cry about it or something.
Yes. Jackie beams at Cece when she says that. She loves her sassy friend.
Uh,
She couldn't
They just
addresses that, but on the inside they do like approve probably more than they should. Basically, this is evil clown rights.
yeah, we support clown wrongs.
We support clown wrongs in this partyplex.
Yeah, and they just make off with the TV and go set it up for movie night in Jackie's room.
Mhm.
I'm just imagining all the clowns huddled together under a bunch of blankets, like in a pillow nest that Jackie made, watching movies together. And and most of them are probably ones that they asked Cici to pick, so it's probably some interesting choices.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of movies Cici would pick.
I'm just like
But
imagining. Do you think Cece would choose horror movies, like where bad things happen to
Maybe,
humans?
yeah. Yeah, maybe.
yeah, my brain made the joke of Terminator because I don't know much about that other than that a robot messes things up
Mhm.
for humans.
Yeah, my first thought was Megan, which I haven't seen, but I know it's about a
Mhm.
robot that snaps and kills people, so
Yeah, just the clowns noticing there's a very specific pattern Cece's picks are going in, but not commenting on it because they support her.
it's cathartic.
Yeah,
Cathartic.
they're happy to watch whatever she wants to watch.
Aww. I feel like that's a good place to end it.
Honestly, yeah.
Hmm.
Set
Clown
our hearts out
bonding.
on the
Mhm.
clowns watching movies.
Yeah.
Cece is absolutely the one in the middle of the cuddle pile, by the way.
Yeah.
It
Aw.
is the law.
Get
The
sandwiched.
the other two are going to become very cold.
They're fine with that. That's what all the blankets are for.
Mhm. Fair enough. All right.
Or do
Should
I
we?
imagine that Nova drops the gay banner behind the ball?
Oh my god.
Quit Quinn for a second feels like the air shift and turns, but it's gone before they can see it.
Something just happened.
Something just happened.
Yeah,
When developing a sixth sense for the gay sign.
yeah. Anyway, I think we can end it off there.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank y'all for joining me and the clown trio.
Mhm. Yeah. Thanks for listening and thanks for playing, you guys.
Yeah. Bye bye,
Bye.
everyone.